All right, welcome class of 2025 to Vista Grande High School. We're doing a virtual open house today. My name is Mr. Walther. I'm the behavior interventionist here at Vista Grande High School. And today I've got helping me MC this event, Mr. French. He can introduce himself right now.
Hi everyone, my name is Mr. French. I am the band and choir director for Mr. Grande High School. Excited to see you.
And we are both very excited to get started. We're going to take just a little bit of your time here today to introduce you to some of our staff, our admin, tell you a little bit about our school, and we will get things going right now. So, a quick agenda. I'm going to give you some, Mrs. Cole is going to go over a welcome message. We're going to give you kind of the who's who of Vista Grande, give you guys a little bit of information on our numbers. We're going to talk about the academic side of Vista, and then at the end we will have questions. If at any point throughout our presentation you have a question or even afterwards, feel free to leave a comment and one of us will be available to answer that comment live tonight. So without further ado, Mrs. Cole, I'm going to hand it over to you to kind of welcome our class of 2025. It's going to be here before you know it.
Hello, future Spartans. We're happy to have you spend this next 30 minutes or so sharing our Vista Grande home with you. The slide you are viewing represents just a few of the electives, clubs, and sports we offer to our students. I am Mrs. Cole, the principal, and we hope you will enjoy this virtual trek through our school. The other members of our leadership team are
Hello, class of 2025. My name is Mr. Danzy. I'm an assistant principal in charge of discipline, and we are looking forward to having you. Our doors are always open, and we're always available to talk to you, no matter what's going on. Please feel free to stop by anytime at my office. Looking forward to seeing you, class of 2025.
Ms. Beecham, you're muted.
Welcome, class of 2025. We are looking forward to meeting with you. I am the assistant principal of academics. I oversee the guidance department, work with teachers on curriculum. You'll see me throughout the campus working on things like that. I welcome you, excited for you guys to come to our campus in July for freshman first day. More information will be sent out to you over the summer, so please look out for that. Thank you.
Hello, class of 2025. I'm the athletic director, Mr. Pierce. As athletic director, I work closely with the coaches and student athletes of our 14 athletic teams we have at Vista. We have great coaches that care about their student athletes on and off the field, and many of our programs have a reputation as being some of the best in the state. If you aren't into athletics, we also offer over 30 clubs on campus that are supervised by our great group of teachers. I strongly encourage all of you to join a Vista club or athletics team. If you're a little nervous about the big jump from middle school to Vista, getting involved with an athletics team or an extracurricular club will help you make more friends faster and help you feel more comfortable at your new home. Vista Grande. Go Spartans!
Awesome. Let's transition now. We're going to introduce the counselor team that we have here. Ms. Beecham, are you still here to introduce them, or? So, Ms. Sipes, we'll start with you.
Hi guys, my name is Ms. Sipes. I am the school counselor for the students with the last names A through C. I am so excited to meet you guys.
Ms. Osmer?
Hey everybody, I'm Mrs. Osber and I get the pleasure of working with students with the last names D through I. I can't wait to welcome you guys on campus and get to know you the next 4 years that you're here at Vista.
I'm Mrs. Jimenez. I am the guidance counselor for the students with the last names J through M. I am eagerly anticipating the opportunity to guide you through your high school years.
Hi, class 2025. My name is Mr. Del Cid, and I am the school counselor for students with the last names N through R. We look forward to having you on campus.
Hi, class of 2025. My name is Miss Khan, and I am the school counselor for the last names S through Z. And I am also excited to get to know you all and learn about you all.
Awesome. So now we'll transition over to student council. We have Mr. Sheeler here. He's our student council sponsor, and he's going to kind of go through a little bit of the freshman class. We have freshman class sponsors who are unable to make it today, and he'll kind of guide you through how your freshman year can impact your futures regarding to activities and prom, graduation, and all that.
Hello, I'm Mr. Sheeler. As Mr. Walther said, I am the lead in charge of student council here at Vista Grande. As freshmen, you can be involved with just your grade level, where you will, during homecoming, compete in float building with the other classes and some other activities at that level. And then throughout the year, hopefully do some fundraising and other things of that nature to help prepare yourself for the more intense activities you do in later years, like at sophomore level, putting on a dance, junior level, putting on prom, and senior level, putting on the homecoming dance. If you want to be more involved, we do offer a class where the student council officers are a part of that, and you could be in the class without being an officer, though. And at that level, we then take care of more homecoming level activities. We do some fundraising also. We do community service, trash pickup around the school and the streets around the school to make sure our community and the area looks as beautiful as we can make it. And we also do other activities throughout the year just to try to make your experience at Vista Grande as fun and spirited as we possibly can.
Well, that sounds awesome to me, Mr. French. If you want to transition, get us to this next area.
Absolutely. One of the most amazing things about Vista Grande High School that I have found since being here as a teacher are all the amazing opportunities our students get to have. As you've heard from Mr. Pierce, our athletic director, we have so many different activities for sports to be involved in. And I think he said 33 or 35 different clubs and other groups that students can be involved in here. As you also heard from Mr. Sheeler, he just listed about 1,000 and a billion things that student council participates in. So as you can hear, as an incoming freshman, we have so many different activities to be involved in. There's really a place for every single student at Vista Grande, no matter shape, size, person, anything. We are all here for you to be involved in. So why don't we learn a little bit more from Mrs. Cole about what else Vista Grande has in its history.
Vista Grande, as you can see, is a pretty young school. We opened in 2009, and our first class was the class of 2012, and the last time our last year's graduation rate was 93%. We want to get to 100%, and we're going to need your help, class of 2025.
All right, so at Vista Grande, for those high achieving students, we have AP courses and dual enrollment courses through CAC. We have 2 dual enrollment courses for English classes, and then we have 13 AP courses offered in a variety of different subjects. We're going to get some more details on that here a little bit later. So, Delaney, why don't you tell us a little bit about CTE?
So as well as the AP and dual enrollment classes, Vista also offers 20 CTE courses in different areas, 8 different areas. And we will also learn more about those different areas throughout the presentation. Similar to like how people have been saying, there are 33 different clubs, groups, and societies that you guys can get involved in. Some of these include Thespians, Key Club, SAC. There are so many opportunities to get involved in your school. It's important to get involved in your school because it makes school more enjoyable. Nobody really likes coming to school just for the books, but when you are able to get involved, you make lots of friends and enjoy it more.
So up next, we have athletics. We've got 14 competitive AIA, or Arizona Interscholastic Sports. And we have them broken down by season here. Particularly, I'm a fan of the basketball and track and field, not only because I'm a coach, but because I think those are the best sports around. But we've got a great baseball team. We've got an up-and-coming football team. We have golf. If you want it, we probably have it somewhere on campus. And if not, we do have a staff here that's going to work their hardest to make sure that we can make your educational experience and extracurricular experience the best we possibly can. Move back over to Delaney with scholarships.
So lots of students at Vista get lots of locally given scholarships, such as the Rotary Scholarship or the Casa Grande Youth Commission Scholarship. 23% of 2020's graduating class received at least one scholarship.
And I'm going to go a little bit more in depth here. So they had a total of $3 million worth of scholarships for that class of 2020. We also have 2 Flynn Scholars. We got one this year for class of 2021, Evan Chaparro, but we also had Luis Hernandez a few years ago, I believe 2013. For those of you who don't know, the Flynn Scholarship, in essence, you get $120,000 if you stay in a Arizona public school, and it goes to the top 20 kids in all of Arizona, and they look for students that are both intelligent in the classroom and have high GPAs, but are also well-rounded and involved in a lot of activities. And to have 2 Flynn Scholars is pretty amazing. There are 1,003 high schools in Arizona. Of those 1,003 schools, only 144 of those schools have had a Flynn Scholar, have had at least one. And out of those 144, only or less than 100 have had multiple Flynn Scholars. And we've had multiple Flynn Scholars, and we're hoping to get even more out there. But it's really impressive. We've been a school for 11 years, and Flynn Scholarship's been around for around 35 or 36. So we've done a great job, our teachers and staff, at getting kids ready for their future, moving beyond the great walls of Vista Grande High School. So Mr. French, you want to take us through a little bit of...
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Walther, for talking about all the amazing things our students have done with scholarships in the past. I know for our seniors, those are huge milestones when you get announced as a winner of a scholarship. I know it helps the burden of financial aid in college out a lot. Now let's talk a little bit about one of the main things that you're going to experience in your time at Vista Grande High School. One of the main areas that you spend all of your time on outside, or actually inside the classroom, I should say, is academics. In these next few slides, you're going to learn a little bit about what does a normal freshman schedule look like, You're going to take a class as a freshman that's called Freshman Success. We'll go a little bit into what is Freshman Success, what do we do in there. You're going to get to see a ton of options for the electives that you'll get to take. In my opinion, as a band and choir person, I think the electives are the most fun part of the day because I get to work with all these amazing students making music, or you can be in PE playing basketball, or you can be in construction, all these amazing things in your time at high school. We'll also learn a little bit more about what do you need to have in your 4 years at Vista Grande. That means once you're a senior and you are about to graduate, what is it that you need to have accomplished in that time frame that'll allow you to graduate? I know we talked a little bit about it. I think Delaney mentioned it earlier in the presentation here. A little bit about what AP classes we have, so you'll get to learn actually what classes there are. And then a few of those CTE classes that Delaney also mentioned previously. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it off now to our next friend here to talk a little bit about freshman success.
So every freshman takes Freshman Success as their class. In this class, you learn about all these skills shown on the screen, to name a few: computer skills, employment skills, how to build a resume, all of that sort of thing. This will just help you adjust to life in high school and the skills that are going to help you be successful in high school. Along with that, we also have a group called Link Crew, which will help you be successful and answer any questions you might have. Every freshman will get 2 either juniors or seniors to help you with that.
All right, Miss Osmer, are you there to review the freshman schedule with the kids?
Yeah, I'm here. So what you see in front of you right now is an example of a freshman schedule, and you can see that there are 2 different pathways. And on there, you're going to see a lot of similar classes. You've got your English, your science, your math class, PE and health, and as Delaney had just told you, the freshman success course, and then also the elective. There are 2 different pathways. One is our regular or traditional pathway, and then we also have our honors pathway. So the honors pathway would be, whoops, my light just went off. The honors pathway would be for those students who would like to, push themselves a little bit farther. And you can see in those classes, you've got a couple of choices depending on what you had taken in middle school. But one thing to keep in mind with that honors pathway is if you are successful in that pathway, and that's the pathway that you choose, you can continue with those courses to your senior year. So you can experience that for all 4 years. With the freshman electives, you did see that you do get a choice in the elective class that you want to take. A lot of the classes you're going to take, unfortunately, we have to pick for you, like your English, math, science, and social studies, but you will have the option of choosing your elective. And what you're seeing in front of you right now are some of your options for electives. You heard, Mr. French is really partial to the band and chorus. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and, choose that for your elective class. Or as Mr. Sheeler had mentioned earlier, if you want to get involved in the school and help plan events, consider doing student council. So we do have a lot for you to choose from that first year.
Graduation requirements and credit. So one of the biggest differences between middle school and high school is credits. Every class that you take and pass successfully with a 60% or higher will earn you credit. You have to have a total of 22 credits in order to meet graduation requirements, and those credits have to be in the right subjects. You have to have a total of 4 credits of English, so that is every year you will be taking an English class because you will be here for 4 years. Mathematics, 4 credits are required for that also. Science is 3 credits, social studies is 3 credits. You have to have an elective in a fine art or a career in technical ed, a total of 1 credit for that. And then half a credit in PE and half a credit in health, and then a total of 6 electives. Your counselors are here to make sure that you stay on track. So if there is a class that is required for graduation that you did not pass with the 60% or higher, we will make sure that we place it back in your schedule, whether it be through a credit recovery class or repeating the course. We will try to keep you, we will keep you on track to graduate. And we will also have discussions throughout the year with you as you progress regarding your graduation progress.
So as we have been talking about, AP courses are just classes that are a little bit more challenging than the traditional classes. I have taken a couple of these, and among my favorites is AP Physics is one of my favorite classes that I have ever taken, but I also really enjoyed AP World and AP US History.
So we also have, as we've talked about, dual enrollment courses through CAC, or Central Arizona College. What happens is, and it's for English 101 and English 102, and you can start taking these classes your junior year. A CAC professor will come over and actually teach the class for free, so you don't even have to pay those credits that you would at CAC if you waited until you went. And it's a great opportunity, another way that kids can try and lessen the cost of college by knocking out a few of their 101, 102 level classes while they're still in high school, with the same type of curriculum that they would be having if they were to take it after graduating at Central Arizona College.
So as previously stated, we do offer CTE courses such as construction, automation, marketing, technical theater, culinary arts, art, graphic design, early childhood, JROTC, and education professionals. I am currently in the technical theater program and I really enjoy it. I would highly recommend getting involved in a CTE program because not only are you getting the educational aspect, but it also gives you an opportunity to become more involved outside of the classroom if you wish.
All right, Ms. Khan, why does GPA matter?
So a lot of times people wonder why it's important to get good grades. And so what happens is every semester when you earn credit, you have to have a D or higher. And you can earn anywhere between an A, B, C, or D for passing credit. And those grades equals up to points, which overall is your GPA. And GPA is very important because it can help you get scholarships. And if you aren't already aware, scholarships is money for college. It's money that you do not have to ever pay back. And it helps you bring down the total cost of college, which can be quite expensive. So these are just some scholarships, but there's many out there. But as you can see, the higher your GPA, the more money you'll get for school. So if you have at least a 3.4 GPA or higher, you can get anywhere between $2,000 to $12,000 at ASU and U of A. And if you have all A's and B's, you can even get free tuition, which means you don't have to pay a cent for your tuition at NAU. So it really does help you bring down the total cost of school. So we do encourage our students to strive for A's and B's so they can maximize the total amount of money that they can get for college.
Thank you, Ms. Khan. And I do find it amazing that ASU is #1 in innovation. It's pretty it's a spectacular thing to see that's next to ASU's name. Not next to any of those other ones. Not that I'm biased.
Along the lines of that, if you haven't already heard, there's another program called Promise to the Future. And this is another way that you can get a free tuition waiver for CAC. So that is our local community college, Central Arizona College. So if you haven't already heard about it or you haven't signed up for it yet, you need to do it this spring as an 8th grader. Talk to your 8th grade teachers. They'll know all about it. But basically what it means is that you make a promise to earn at least a 2.75 GPA or higher. So that's mostly A's and B's, maybe a C here or there in high school, as well as that you graduate from a middle school and a high school in Pinal County. And also that you complete at least 20 hours of community service. And if you join any of our clubs or athletics, you'll easily accumulate 20 hours throughout the 4 years. And that means when you graduate and you go to CAC, your 2 years there will be completely free regarding your tuition. So you won't have to pay any tuition for your college classes. So it can save you a lot of money in the long run.
All right, Mr. French, we did it. The kids are done. We've gone through the presentation. Next thing, these 8th graders just got to get some sick outfits for day one, I think.
Oh, I definitely think so. I think we made our way through it, and there was so much information out there that I think every 8th grader is prepared to come to high school now. We can just bring them here next week.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I mean, like I said, they're gonna want some new outfits, some new shoes, new phone, whatever whatever they can get their parents to get them. But everyone, this is it. We're done with the presentation. Our virtual open house, the first ever, hopefully the last ever. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the school. You can reach out to me. My name is Jared Walter. You can call the school. You can call, and we can try our best to answer anything. Like I said, if you have any questions, type them into the comment section, and one of us will be able to answer that for you tonight. But this is it. We're done. Thank you all for watching. I want to thank all the teachers and especially Delaney for being involved with this event, and for all the teachers and Mr. French. We'll see you next year, guys. See you, class of 2025.